Welcome to Crosscut, a movie review/trivia challenge show. I'm your co-host Josh.
And I'm your other co-host, Chris.
Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1, aka Mission Impossible 7, an action-adventure thriller starring Tom Cruise, who returns as Ethan Hunt, along with his IMF team as they must track down a dangerous weapon before it falls into the wrong hands.
I gotta say, the action is there. I was hooked into it.
Yeah.
I did like the concept of this story too, because it's very different from any other Mission Impossible movies. It got me thinking too, like it's more modern day threats and everything like that. So
Yeah.
I really got into that.
Yeah, they almost go a bit like old school spy thriller as far as the
That too.
very simple objective. It's kind of like Alfred
Mhm.
Hitchcock MacGuffin, and it's
Yeah,
all about
yeah.
locating this thing, and it's a very simple story, which I appreciate that. You don't have to go
hmm
too crazy with it. And then yes, you're going to see it because Tom Cruise, and this is really a spoiler. I mean, they pretty much been promoting this for over a year. Tom Cruise just driving a motorcycle off of a cliff,
Right.
and honestly,
Yep, yep.
I won't say much more. That's not even my favorite stunt in the whole movie.
That's not my favorite either. That because I think more because I've seen it so many
Yeah,
times in the trailers. Like, okay, he jumps off the mountain.
yeah,
All
you
right,
pretty much
whatever.
have seen the scene essentially. It's
Right.
still
Yeah.
impressive and it still works in the whole landscape of the whole movie. But yeah, you've seen it so many times, you're like, okay, there's
Yeah.
other action scenes that I really, really enjoyed. And I don't want to say too much more because it might give away a little
Right.
bit.
Right. But it's a definite watch because it's I don't know. It's the action. You really love the action, and I like the story more than the other Mission Impossibles.
And Tom Cruise probably is the last true like movie star that's out there working right now. I think he still has this whatever you think about him on or off screen, whatever your sides are about the guy himself, I do think he is a true like cinephile, and I think he loves the idea of like people still going to see these movies. And I
Yeah.
became a fan last year when it came to Top Gun Maverick. I had no interest in Top Gun Maverick. I went and saw it. I think it still is the best movie that came out that summer last year.
Well, I still haven't seen it. Don't even spoil it for me.
I mean, at this point,
Uh,
you're going to be watching it on TV. It won't do it
Probably.
justice. So I'm glad that you at least were able to go see this one in theaters because you still get that
Yeah.
same type of vibe. Just watching this guy do all these like crazy stunts, and
Yep.
it's
He still does it.
a lot of it is practical. It
Yeah.
felt like watching like a
Yeah.
90s movie where they're just going to be like, all right, let's do this the real deal. And
Oh
there's
yeah.
times where I'm watching the movie and I'm just like, I feel like not everything was practical, but I'm watching it, I'm like, it was hard to tell. I'm like, man, is this
Some of it really is
was
hard.
this,
Yeah.
because it blends in so well. But yeah, Mission Impossible is just it's a ton of fun.
Oh
This is
yeah.
actually my second time seeing it.
Well, also just make sure to watch it in IMAX. It's a
Absolutely.
definitely must. A
So
must
we
because
we both saw it in
Mhm.
IMAX,
Yep,
and it just makes the movie that much more enjoyable because you have
it really does.
honestly the sound. I think the sound, if
Yes.
anything, is where. So I mean, you could probably go see it in Dolby too because of the sound. And yeah, it's nice to see the movie
Yeah.
on that huge screen because it looks so good. There's actually the
Mhm.
scene where
Mhm.
that's the big action scene in Rome, and the character over my shoulder, her name is Paris. She's
Mhm.
chasing them in that big old Hummer, and there's just like
Oh,
shots of her driving that just looks so good. It just I'm
yeah.
not sure like what like when I'm watching it, I'm like, man, this looks like it looked a little different, but I was like, this looks so impressive. It looks so good. Maybe it was because I was seeing it on IMAX. You could just literally see every single pore on their face. Even that fight
Yeah,
scene in the alleyway is just like it's so tight, but you could just see like the sweat coming like down their
I
faces.
love that scene.
I saw it in an interview with her. There's like this whole thing where she's like, "I wanted Tom Cruise to punch me for real." That was the scene that she was referring
And
to. So
he didn't. He refused.
I don't know. There's one part where it looked like he was hitting her pretty hard. I mean, he could have been pulling it, but I was like, "Ooh, that looks like it hurts."
Yeah, yeah. a lot of the fighting, it looks like it was really real.
So ultimately, my take on this, go see it on the biggest screen you can, as Tom Cruise would probably say. If you can go see this movie in the biggest screen you can, go see it. Prepare yourself for
Mhm.
about 35 minutes worth of trailers plus promotional
Yeah.
material. Did they do that as well? Did they do like a promotional thing before the movie where they're going doing the world
Yeah.
tour? Okay.
Well, no, the only thing I saw was the Tom Cruise and the director saying like, "Thank you for enjoying this. Go watch it," kind of thing.
Oh, interesting. When I saw this at Regal, they did like almost like a 10-minute video of them promoting the movie. And originally
Uh,
they did that on Monday because it was the advanced screening. It was only one
mhm.
showing. And I thought that was like just a special thing just for that. But then they did it again today, and I was like, okay, that's I mean, it's cool, but it's like after watching 20 minutes of trailers, I just want to watch the movie, and it's like another 10 minutes of them just showing these like big sequences that I'm about to watch anyways. So I'm like, all right, let's just get
No,
to the movie.
it was just a
Oh,
little quick for me, like a minute worth of just them talking about the movie and then go enjoy it.
interesting. I guess that's the difference if you go see it in AMC compared to Regal. For
Yeah.
anybody watching, let us know what you saw. That is our spoiler-free review of Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1.
Thank you everyone for watching and stay tuned for the full episode this Tuesday. Cut, print, moving on.